purple and round, given to me back in '83 by a deceased great uncle, can't remember his name. Must not have been that important. Pins go down and I'm super happy 'cause I'm beating my brother in front of his friends. He's such an amateur and I'm a pro mofo. I used to be bullied on the bus for bringing my bowling ball along with me. I'm looking back at all the Ballyhoo and who the bullies thought they were messing with. Remember the time.
What would you want to see in a Doc's Kids movie?
Well, a Doc's Kids movie, I'd want it to be a lot like that Kiss movie. That was where everybody had special powers and stuff. And really, really fantastic acting by musicians.
Are we playing a game here? Like, I have to guess what, like a couples thing? Like, I have to guess what he said, and if I guess what he said, I get 12 points or something?
What I'm gonna...
But in a Doc's Kids documentary, I just want people to understand, you know, that we've been doing this for a long time. We're coming up on May of next year is going to be the 10-year anniversary of Doc's Kids. And, yeah, we've been doing it for a long time, and it's satisfying, and it's rewarding, and it's successful on our terms, not on anybody else's. Should I be looking at the camera or should I be looking at you? Because I don't know. I don't know which is cool.
Well, you gotta wear the hat for it. You gotta be all drunk when you do yours, though.
What would you, Rob Weaver, like to see in a Doc's Kids movie?
Really? Yeah, I brought it.
I'd like to see a lot of cleavage. I'd like to see. I would like to see junk stuffed in a trombone.
Again.
I'd like to see some granola hotties. Yeah. That about sums it up.
Hopefully you can edit a lot of this.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to be looking anyway?
You can look at me or the camera. Either one is fine.
Okay, I have
You
no
can
idea.
watch the hotties as they go by.
Well, it feels kind of weird if I'm not looking at you or the camera and like
You can
that.
talk to me. That's fine.
All right, maybe I'll talk to you
You
direct.
talk
then.
to me. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention any names here. To protect myself. To protect my ass. Because that's ass who's going to need protecting. You know what I'm saying? But...
You know what? Why don't you think of a few questions that you'd want to ask Zerngible about Doc's Kids, and then I'm gonna call him and tell you what what his answers are. Because this is all about technology. Doc's Kids is all about the digital divide. No, I can't say that into the camera. And we thought a good way to demonstrate how we're a part of the digital divide would be that he would film me asking you questions on the cell phone, and then I'd tell him your answers. Are Doc's Kids shows fulfilling and worthwhile to you on a show-by-show basis, or is it more of a big picture thing? And at what point does it become worthwhile, like worth your time and effort? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, wait, let me tell that to the camera before I forget. Brian tends to take Doc's Kids shows day by day so he doesn't get burnt out, and then he made some super lame sports analogy. Okay, go ahead. Okay, grab the ankles and grease up. Alright, you got it. That's it? That was the most thought out and provocative question this documentary is going to have to offer. And that's all you have is a cliche sports metaphor?
Hey, how's it going, man? Exciting news on the Doc's Kids front. I sent this Australian graphic design company a copy of Tom Foolery with Fragile Handle of Care on it because their name is Fragile Design, company. And this guy wrote me back from there. He's like, yeah, we got it. It's cool. They're going to officially use it as their theme song, I guess he said, or something. But I don't know. Not too huge, you know, like Best Buy picking it up or something. But I guess we have to write songs called Best Buy and you know, Target for that to happen. But we should record Lucas and send one to Kmart. Anyway, give me a call. I sent you an email too with the message I received, so hopefully you get that. Hope to hear from you soon. Later. Bye.
What would you like to see in a Doc's Kids movie?
Like, what do you mean, Doc's Kids movie?
When you
A
hear
movie about us?
when you
like
hear
Hollywood
Doc's
movie?
Kids movie, what would you like to see?
Man, I want a music video.
So you say you wanna be a star. So you say you wanna go far.
So you say you wanna play the guitar. So you say you gotta buy a new car.
Fragile, handle with care. Fragile, handle with care.
Like, that guy's weird.
He was kind of giving you the eye.
Like, why?
I was giving them the eye.
Like, okay, you want to get in that lane.
Well, we're kind of close to Boys Town, which is the gay neighborhood.
Are we really?
Yeah, it's like south of where Wrigley is at.
Well, I feel right at home then.
Yeah?
And so should J-Bell. Because Doc's Kids is about gay lovers. You know?
How come nobody told me that when you guys asked me to play?
Well, you haven't been dry humped yet, so...
Well, I am still waiting for that. I do feel a little cheated. That was one of the things that attracted me to the group when Justin first told me about what happens to members of the band.
We'll work on that.
All right. Not while the camera's in my hand, though. How'd you meet Brian?
Brian and I met at St. Mary's, playing music in the jazz group.
I think it was jazz combo or big band jazz.
Yeah.
I'm sure he came up to me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in, playing some jazz outside of, class or whatever?"
And he just seemed like an interesting fella.
Actually, I first met Brian playing basketball in a gymnasium one day as a freshman. Me and my buddy Derek Anderson were shooting hoops, and we go in the field house to play some hoops. We see Brian. There's this freak show looking dude with bright orange nails, a beret, and it's like must have been clothespin to his head or something like that. And then he's playing basketball. I'm like, who the heck is that freak show over there? And Derek's like, oh, I know that guy. I went to high school. I used to play against him in basketball in high school. And so I walked up. I'm like, all right, we'll play basketball at this freak show. This freak show ended up being a pretty good basketball player. We barely beat him. So that's where I first met Brian.
And I went up to him after a concert one night, and I asked him if he wanted to hang out sometime, and he just completely flipped out. And I found out later that's because he thought I was gay and coming on to him.
And that's when I presumed he was gay. Because I'm like, long-haired, hippie, stringy white boy with the ponytail slickered back. He's gonna want to do me.
And so he was just really weird about it. And I was like, "Hey, you want to do something next week?" And he's like, "Why?"
He's gonna want to do me hardcore. I don't know. I think being freshman in college, you're kind of just watching your back, feeling people out. And I thought maybe his approach to me was a little strong or like too forward, in a relationship type of setting, whatever that means.
And it was really, really kind of, it's a funny story. We laugh about it now. And weeks after that, we were in bed together, so it worked out just fine.
Yeah.
I think he asked me like, do you want to just do like a jazz duo thing, and we might have started off like that. And it gradually morphed into some funk, and then all of a sudden, no, like it was just, just funky, just jam, just funky, just bam, 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 something like.
In fact, the first time that we got together to write songs under the precursor to Doc's Kids was an industrial group called Zed's Dead, and we recorded a track called 4 a.m. and I sang the lead part, and then he asked if he could sing a harmony part, and I didn't even know that he could sing, and so it was a big novelty to our friends that Brian was singing at all. But turned out he was a fantastic singer, especially a harmony vocalist.
Your mom said I'll be watching you. One eye open. Your mom said I can get paid too. Show me the money.
We jammed down by the levee on the Mississippi River, and we wrote our first song, Lucas Buys His Socks at Kmart. He just played the simple pop standard, 3-chord ditty. And I'm like, dude, my name is Lucas. I buy my socks at Kmart. And it just came together. At first, it was very spontaneous, like Lucas. And maybe Allison's Quiche was our instrumental, funk instrumental. And then it was like, we started talking to people and telling people, yeah, we're just, we're kind of jamming together. Oh, How would you like to play my grandma's 90th birthday party and graduation party? Sure, Amy, we'd love to.
We got our first gig at, Brian knew somebody whose family was having a big family reunion, and she wanted us to play at it, and she had heard us playing a song, which was the only song that we knew at the time.
You know, we can play some jazz, we can play some funk, maybe we can debut Lucas. And we did. And it was fun.
And so we showed up and played Lucas like 3 or 4 times, and had played a couple of jazz standards. And that's all we had, so we kept sort of repeating the same few songs at this thing.
And we played 2 songs twice that first gig. We started doing this stuff. We started writing songs and putting a cassette tape together for Derek's Meat, which was the name of our first tape album, if you will. Low budget college.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah. That'll be fine. Psych.
Took a walk outside and saw your face, so beautiful, Victoria, secret lace.
Well, one of the reasons we started doing more and more gigs was like, there's nothing to do here in this town besides, you know, a lot of kids were drinking and using some pretty heavy drugs. And we didn't want to do that. You know, we weren't going to do that. We weren't that type of people. So we created our own scene of acoustic comedy pop, you know? And we kept inviting these people to jam with us and to play, and we recruited a drummer and a bass player, Benny Balloon and the Weave respectively. And they filled up our sound.
Yeah. The first time I played it as a regular member of Doc's Kids, very big thing. We were playing the Natural Habitat, a coffee house in Winona. And I was pretty nervous. I hadn't really played out in public like that before, and I didn't know how to play bass yet. And I was told to wear a suit. And I was told to wear my hiking boots. So I showed up in a blue blazer. You know, Brian's got this, you know, really cool looking, like, alternative tweed jacket he brought down at Salvation Army or wherever. And, you know, and Justin's wearing like one of those really skinny ties from the 80s with tight rolled pants. And I'm looking like a corpusella with my hair parted on the side, combed over. And they made me wear a paper bag over my head for the first set. It was crazy.
Weird. T&A. This is BPZ. Well, yours is tighter than mine. Hey, really wanted to thank you so much for the wedding video. We're coming back from central Wisconsin, and my parents loved it. We left them the copy. We got them a DVD player to play it, and they're going to have my grandparents over to watch the whole shindig. So thank you so much. It was very cool. The pre-ceremony dinner, dancing, the ceremony, very well done. Thank you so much. You will be compensated in sexual deviant acts on you and whoever you choose, and even more so. I told you yours is tighter than mine. Anyway, happy holidays. Have a happy New Year. Don't know what you're doing, but if you're celebrating, celebrate smart and all that good stuff. So, you take care, Tom. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye bye.
Some days I forget who I am. Some days I remember too soon. Some days it's Viva La Bam. Some days I just want a spoon.
You know, there is no acoustic. There is no acoustic. There is but one acoustic.
My more favorite one that I am positive actually happened was we played at another club. Brian throughout the performance had just lost articles of clothing until he was down to his tie-dyed tidy whities that he had tie-dyed himself, and everybody in the place was laughing, and the sound guy had sort of curled back in his booth and he was laughing really, really hard, and Brian sort of walked up to him during a song and stood on the table or a chair or something next to him.
Let me give you a quote and you tell me what you remember about this.
And the sound guy there were tears coming down his face, and he was laughing, and Brian said, "Why don't you stop staring at my fucking package and give me some fucking reverb?"
Oh my god.
It was quite hilarious.
What? Oh my god. Yeah, J-Bell said that to the dude at the sound booth in at the Fine Line or something. It was a big gig, and he's like, "I can't hear myself." You know, it was crazy. Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
They've evolved over time, and some of it's bits of truth, and some of it's bits of Doc's Kids folklore. And I don't really, at this point, I don't even remember what actually happened, except for that tie-dye tidy whitey thing. I do remember, because I thought that.
Speaking of which, what's up? Oh, hang on. Yeah. So.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. Here she comes, just a walking down the street, singing do-ba-dee-dee-dee-dum-dee-dee-doo.
You ever take any of it personally?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's hard not to. Like when you're putting yourself out there, and you're saying I want to entertain this room full of people who most of the time are looking to be entertained, and they don't get it. You're stuck up there. Like it's not like you can't say, oh, they don't get it, and then you get off stage and the next band starts. Like you're stuck up there for your time, whatever it is.
Some people don't get it and they don't like it and they're mean, because it's not either the proper venue, not the proper setting. But we're gonna give balls out Doc's Kids performances no matter where we are.
Into the painful stuff. What kind of painful stuff?
How many bands has Justin fired you from?
And it's rough. It's it's annoying and it's aggravating too, because you want them to get it, because if you get that it's supposed to be funny, and if you get what we're doing, you're gonna dig it, you're gonna enjoy it. But people don't always get it.
Well, I don't know. I guess I've been fired from a couple of his bands. I've been fired from Doc's Kids, fired from Urban Rust, fired as his manager for booking him shows. I tell you what, and yet somehow, but he knows I've got more soul than him. So ultimately, he knows if he wants to have any kind of musical success, he needs to have the Weave representing him up there on stage, playing the acoustic and having bitchin' harmonies.
Does it ever get you down when people don't get it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, you want affirmation, you want positivity coming at you because you're giving it out. Mm-hmm. You want some positivity.
Yeah. Did audiences ever react badly to Brian?
Yeah, there are a lot of people didn't get him. I don't think any of us ever got him.
What do you remember about comedy sports in Milwaukee?
Oh, that was a competition. That was like, we're funny, Doc's Kids is funny, but comedy sports actors are funny too. And they were funny. But they were on the inside being funny. We were on the outside being funny. I mean, that was kind of headbutting. Mm-hmm. That was maybe, I don't know if it wasn't really miscommunication, but I think it was me wishful thinking, like, this will work, and it didn't work, And
What's on your mind, Z?
just like things happen and you don't expect them to, you know. It's like we get here, oh, here's one thing, but he told us another thing, you know, this and that. I mean, it's okay, it's just I wish we'd be getting paid money. I wish we could drink for free all night, but they obviously put the smack down on that. With your root beer. They won't fucking give you your root beer. You know.
Does it make you feel like a rock star?
It makes me feel like a pussy. I don't know. It's just it's disappointing. And yeah, like I did say before, I went in that bathroom over there and I sat down on the toilet and I almost started crying. Right? But as I walked past to the bathroom, there were 30 12-year-old girls screaming out for something. So when I sat down in that toilet, I could have cried, and I told myself, I actually spoke out loud. I'm like, you have a choice here, Bri, BPZMAG. You know, you can either sit here and fucking cry, you can cry, you know, or you can get out there, pass out some free stickers, and tell them, hey, we're playing here, we're playing over 10 feet away in the bar, you know, for free. We're playing at intermission and after your show. Come see us. Yeah, cool. Can I have 2 stickers? Yeah, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. If I would have chose, and I was so close. I was so close to bawling, you know, to feeling sorry for myself and shit. You know, but that's when, I don't know, you dig down deep and you just, you know, you come from your roots, you take where your roots brought you and you plant your seeds and you grow. I'm done. Okay, I'm gonna go play. Let's go kick some ass. I don't know. You know, I think there was just too much funny in one building. You know, yeah. That could have been it.
Yeah.
I give myself like a 12 to 24 hour period of time for grieving, because it's you know, it's emotional. If you're putting yourself into it and your emotions into it, you're going to be affected. But I don't allow that to affect me more than a certain amount of time.
Got a poster of a country. It's got mountains, it's got valleys, but it always falls off the wall.
I think that he's just sort of that way, just normally, just conversationally too. I just think it just gets heightened when he gets on stage. He just loves being the center of attention and loves being goofy and zany.
And as you can tell, I am rolling the dollars. So to any of you naysayers out there that's like, oh, you snob, you Catholic schoolboy, oh, you're so rich and pretentious. Well, I'm pretentious, but I'm not rich.
I remember when he came out on stage in a dress and clothespins in his beard at a show at St. Mary's in the cafeteria, and a lot of people were, you know, just they're like, who's that weirdo? Who's that freak show? They weren't like, oh wow, that's cool and different. That's just weird. And so.
Hey, BPZ again. I'll make this quick. These are just like mental notes I've been making in my head since the tour. With Come On Down, when we sing like that beeping sound, you could like go beep 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 beep, you know, or something like that. You know, like you could make the beeping sounds. So it's like we're both singing, you know, and then you could be in the back doing on your conga thing or whatever that drum deal, whatever you play is called, but kind of like a show, you know, like, my name is Lucas. I found my socks at Kmart. Kind of like that, you know. I'll give you a better example maybe as the instead of on the telephone. Thanks, Steve. All right, man. Hope you're doing well. Give me a call. We should barbecue sometime or come over for some hot dogs.
Ever since this dude, I've just wanted to be on stage, performing. I get a high, I get a rush from it.
He also really likes negative attention, so I think that's if anyone watching this has actually seen a Doc's Kids show, you know it tends to go there quite often.
I love being in front of the camera. I could suck your face, camera, if I could.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like. A lot of people thought he was gay. They just didn't understand Brian. I'm not sure Brian understands Brian. It is what it is.
Can you have one without the other?
Rich and pretentiousness?
Yeah, can you have one without the other?
I don't know, because I don't know the definition of pretentious. I'm kind of just like throwing out the glamour words.
You went to college, might as well use it, huh?
I can see what college taught me.
That's right.
Thanks.
I like the way you move across the kitchen floor. You do the cabbage patch like no one has before. It's all those simple things that I just can't ignore. I just can't get to sleep until I hear you snore.
She brings me Oreos, double stuff she knows.
You'll get more of that in a couple minutes.
I love it. I love seeing Doc's Kids now. I laughed just as hard today as I laughed the first time I saw Justin's sweaty ass out there in the plaza at St. Mary's University. It's still just as fresh and just as funny to me. The only thing I'm disappointed about now is they don't play some of my favorite songs anymore.
Where do you see Doc's Kids in 5 years?
Dead. Daddy's gonna be a lawyer. He's gonna have 3 more kids.
So I don't know what they're getting off with this whole "we're too good for that." It's bogus. It's bogus. Get their heads out of their little hairy asses.
I'll probably have 4 or 5 kids, and that'll mean the demise of Doc's Kids. So get us while we're hot.
Where do I see Doc's Kids in 5 years? I can't imagine having any sort of music career that doesn't involve Doc's Kids.
Whoa! I don't know if I can live with that answer. I want to keep.
You want a do-over?
Yeah. You can put that in my initial answer, and then you can switch back.
I would hope to see us doing exactly what we're doing now, just sort of continuing to write really clever, funny, witty songs, and putting out easily accessible and inexpensive music, and just putting on good shows for small audiences that we can interact with a lot.
So I see us, being pretty much friends forever, friends forever. And he is like with this balance thing, this like 50-50, 50-50 for those hip-hopically inclined, declined, uninclined,
Reclined.
and yeah, so just just kind of. Going off together in the sunset.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Buy bananas, get 'em while they're hot. Buy bananas, 'cause in 10 years there won't be any more bananas. There was a boy banana and a girl banana, and they lived together down in Alabama with a tension in the air. 'Cause the girl banana told the boy banana that she wanted to have a little baby banana, but the love just was not there.
Kill it all away. Microwave today.
ripe banana made a candy cane that came from Santa.